So let's begin inside the box with Neon Genesis Evangelion. I haven't updated this, or rather shown everything I had since 2.22 came out. This is the original release. I didn't collect it as it came out. In fact, when I started my collection, I believe all of this was out. And I just had to have, I think, this DVD in particular, because I really like the episode 16, I think. Not that other things weren't really cool about it, but yeah, this collection is very important to me. So even though I have since replaced these DVDs, first of all, Death and Rebirth, as well as End of Evangelion. What I mean by replace is I do have a copy of the Platinum Edition. This is just the thin DVD one. It doesn't have all the extras of the individuals release, which I think you can get for a pretty affordable price from the right stuff in the newer holiday edition. But I like to keep it because they are two different releases, and the other ones are really the start of my collection, really. It's possible I might have bought a couple things before it, but really, I wasn't buying them because they were anime, but so much because they were movies I enjoyed. We've got Evangelion 1.01 with this shiny protective cover. And a rather regular DVD case on the inside. Evangelion 1.11 comes in a more, a thicker, heavier case. Let's go sideways. And of course that's because it's got 2 discs and it's in this format. Yeah, it doesn't feel like there's any other secrets being hidden. And then Evangelion 2.22. 1.11 and 1.01 and 1.11 are essentially the same movie, but 1.11 cleans up a couple of things about the movie. 2.22 is of course the second movie, and if you're not familiar with them, they're part of what I think people are calling the rebuild of Evangelion, which is pretty much an acknowledgement that Evangelion had some really cool concepts, and there was something personal about the way it was told for the director or creator or whatever, and these are just a way to revisit those concepts and or something like that. I've heard something along those lines. I have a vague idea what that means. I also got the Blu-ray versions of these. Looks like they're very similar to the DVD versions, except only the one of. Either way, whatever these are supposed to be, they feel more or less like the same Eva I've always loved, but just completely awesome, I guess. There we go. That's all of my Evangelion stuff. And then finally, fulfilling a request from a couple weeks back, all my Gundam stuff. Which, you know, new stuff comes in every once in a while. And when I get new stuff, to me it seems like a justification to begin showing it. Now this is the original dub-only Mobile Suit Gundam release. I do believe later this year they are releasing something called Mobile Suit Gundam 0079, which is a complete collection version of this with both the English dub and Japanese subtitles, I believe. Let's see. Those 10 DVDs cover the original Mobile Suit Gundam, give or take an episode or two. We got Mobile Suit Gundam Char's Counterattack, which I have not watched yet. Then we've got the Mobile Suit Gundam movies, which really should be placed closer to Mobile Suit Gundam. These basically just retell the story of Mobile Suit Gundam in a 3-movie format. Next up, we've got Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam. This is a complete collection, which contains a collection of a bunch of DVDs. Came in a 2-part release, which is something Bandai did. It looks like, since this is Chapter 3, Volume 6, it's Chapter 4, Volume 7, Chapter 4, Volume 8. Like, maybe this was originally released in a 5-chapter or 5 collection release, each with 2 discs. I could be mistaken. And then we've got Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam Movie Complete Collection. I honestly don't know what Zeta Gundam really is. I think it's something I'll understand better once I've actually watched it. Because every time I try and learn some Gundam stuff, I tend to remember it better if I've watched it myself. I guess we'll go on to Mobile Suit Gundam Wing, this is another complete collection version. These DVDs aren't very exciting, so we go all the way up to Operation 5, and then in the second part we have 6 through 10. Then I've got the movie version of Endless Waltz, which makes me think I probably also want to buy the OVA version, so I have both. Gundam Seed is fairly more recent, and story-wise, it's set up very much like the first Mobile Suit Gundam. I would say it diverges at a certain point, but and does its own thing. But at the same time, there's no denying the fact that it sets itself up in that way. Then there's I believe this is a movie collection, of which I've not seen any of the discs. We have Empty Battlefield, Faraway Dawn, and The Rumbling Sky. They come in this nice, solid box, which is kind of shaped funky, so it doesn't fit in quite right. But Gundam Seed doesn't end there, because we also got Gundam Seed Destiny, which I've watched maybe a couple DVDs of. The people I was watching it with weren't as excited by Destiny. Like, we thought it should have ended with the first Gundam Seed. But oh well. Eventually I'll probably come back and watch this, because my goal of catching up on the Gundam stuff is kind of dead-ended, hasn't it? Now, Gundam Seed actually goes quite a number of DVDs, 11, 12, and then we've got something called Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Destiny Final Plus, which I don't know what it is. This is a very unstable pile. And in order to complete the Gundam Seed stuff, we have a... no, I guess I'll do this in the next clip. And then finally, we got Gundam Seed Destiny TV movies. Turn here nice and solidly. The Shattered World, their respective swords, Flames of Destiny, and Price of Freedom. There we go. Next up, we got a potentially strange one, Mobile Fighter G Gundam. I've seen some things about it that make me curious and kind of want to see it. Looks like the DVDs are kind of hard to differentiate in a, I guess, meaningful way. So, we'll just go on to Mobile Fighter G Gundam Collection 2. Which is more of the same. There's little pictures there, but they don't seem easy to differentiate. 12 DVDs total. This is Mobile Suit Gundam, the 8th MS Team. 5 DVDs in a 1U thing. We've got Mobile Suit Gundam 00, Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, Part 5. Oh wait, I've just been counting, sorry about that. Then we got Mobile Suit Gundam 00 second season, Part 1, 2, 3, and 4. I didn't start the pile correctly this time. We got the Mobile Suit Gundam 00 movie, which I haven't watched yet. We got Mobile Suit Gundam F91, Mobile Suit Gundam 0080 War in the Pocket, which I guess is 2 DVDs. Mobile Suit Gundam 0083 Stardust Memory. And the first volume of Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn, which up till now had been pretty much Blu-ray only. And speaking of Blu-ray Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn, we've got Blu-ray 1, 2, and 3. And last but not least, we got Mobile Suit Gundam SD Force. Which maybe it's not called Mobile Suit Gundam because it's just called Super Deformed Gundam. It's a very strange one. In any case, I don't quite have all the Gundam DVDs. I think I might be missing maybe 2 somewhat rare DVDs. SD Gundam Force Season 1 ends with DVD 10 here, and then for the rest of it, it's all in this complete collection. That's in a 5U or 5 CD 1U case. But yeah, that's pretty much all the Gundam I have. I'm trying to remember what they're called, but I can't remember. They were released by Bandai, but maybe the quantities were limited. Anyways, that's all of this week's Inside the Box.